Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Paper Guy.
I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it's Saturday BOLO Day. We always bring you a lot of great sales, things that you can find out there. Some that you probably can't, but they're cool to see, just to get an idea of value, such as this first item over here. Some pretty little slippers they look like.
All right. Selena Gomez, Wizards of Waverly Place, screen-worn slippers with COA. Seen it. I don't remember taking an offer on this. I'm assuming it sold for the $104.99 in my store, which is kind of cool. Got this from the Pennsylvania deal.
Now, why didn't you bring those? You could have brought them to her. Didn't she just get married? She probably could have used those on her honeymoon.
Did she? I wouldn't know. Yeah. I don't read into... Well, she's not a child anymore, but young girls. Not into young girls anymore like you are.
Nice.
Next up, I thought this was crazy because I never seen it before, but I do buy Polaroids. Mystery Amateur Actress 3x4 Polaroid, not signed or anything, and it went for $30. I mean, I bought Polaroid collections because they do sell, but again, if you see stuff out there, not even a female, but like I'm sure Polaroids of anything. Some people might want automobiles or.
No, Polaroids sell better than other snapshots, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they're one of a kind, I guess, because you can't reproduce a Polaroid where a photo you can. Right. So yeah, very cool.
Interesting.
Next up, Mickey Mantle Yankees autograph Rawlings MM3 store model glove. Had this for years. I'm really not into collecting sports memorabilia anymore, and I really need money. So I ended up selling this. I think I took $750 for it.
Now, this was one of those things that you had signed at, like one of the things of your father?
Yeah, I had many years ago.
So this 100% is real, and I have no doubt at all about it. I've seen a lot of Mantle autographs in my day. Mm-hmm. You've seen many more.
Oh, yeah.
That C looks a little bit off only because of what is being signed on.
Right.
And that's one thing that I think...
Like right here?
Yeah, the C, just the MIC.
Oh, right there, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's because of what, because
well, if you look
he's
here,
probably
too,
trying to hold it.
There's a mountain here.
Yeah.
It goes up and down. Yeah, so definitely it's a...
Yeah, but I think that's one thing that a lot of people don't appreciate, that, and you've mentioned any number of times, if I sat there, not that I would hand Mickey Mantle a football to sign, but if I handed him a football, a baseball, a golf ball,
right.
Glove,
yep.
and 8x10 picture, the autograph's going to look a little different. The golf ball is going to really look screwed up just because trying to sign on a golf. Now, maybe Tiger Woods, because he's used to signing on golf balls, maybe his signature looks the same on a golf ball regularly.
Sure.
But if you sat there and you handed me a pen and asked me to sign my name and all those things, some of those are going to look a little weird, because I'm not used to how the dimples are on the golf ball, et cetera, et cetera.
Sure.
So I wanted to verify where you got this from, so there's no doubt at all it's real. But again, it looks a little off just with the Mickey because he probably was trying to hold.
Well, even here, like he looks like he started writing and didn't, curve well enough, so then he did it again. So you see a little line there. So stuff does happen, but these professional authenticating third-party companies, they know stuff like that. Yeah, hopefully.
Right, because the other thing too is, how was he holding it?
Right.
Was he holding it together?
Yeah.
Or was he just holding the top part?
Yeah.
Could he have been losing his losing his grip on it a little? Who knows what happened?
It's one of those things where they'll see, like, okay, there's 12 letters in Mantle, whatever it is. Well, we know 7 out of the 12 are legit, so wouldn't the whole thing be? So I think they go on something like that. Hey, the A, the N, the T, the L, and E looks good.
And then number 7,
this
so he always
sense.
writes number
this
7.
Makes sense,
right.
So yeah.
But again, I just wanted I know we got a little deep in the weeds right over there, but sometimes you got to take things with a grain of salt from the authenticators. Mr. Magazine had this sign right in front of him when he was much younger, because he had Mickey Mantle by the store any number of times. 100% real, no doubt. But again, the signature, if you compare that to different signatures, let alone people whose signatures change over time.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you take a look at and I don't know if it was really his signature on the front of the 52 Mantle, or if that was like just...
When they made the card, you're saying?
Yeah, was that his?
He did have a different signature then, yeah. It's a pre-whatever year he changed it up. Might have been mid-late 60s or something like that, yeah. All right, very good. Moving on. Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia Star Wars autograph 8x10 photo. I had a few of these from the Pennsylvania deal, so I kept one. She goes for more money in any Star Wars costume, especially the white one or the Slave Leia. I was getting a lot of $50 offers. And I said, no, it's worth $100. I ended up taking $100 for it.
Didn't you have one like last week or 2 weeks ago that was like 50 and it wasn't? It was just a regular.
Yeah, it was just your regular fatigues, what you want to call it. I don't know. Next up, Sideshow Wonder Woman 1/6 scale 12-inch classic comic figure in box. This is funny because it was on it was on a shelf in dead stock, I think, on Amazon.
Wow.
It was on Amazon dead stock, so which we listed and they kicked it off a couple years ago. We pulled it, relisted on eBay, and went for $350.
Wow.
So you can't argue with that. Next up, Playboy Volume 17,
wow.
March
Barbie
1970, Barbie Benton cover, pictorial CGC 90. 90 is definitely a good grade. It's not the best grade. Had it for a couple years, didn't have much into it. I did take $550 for it, which I figured I could do a lot more with $550 now than that's sitting in the shelf at the warehouse.
I would hope so.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, LeBron James, Julius Irving, 08-09 UD emulation dual patch.
Oh, that's it?
These are to see. Well, I took $60 for it too. We had it. How long? Well, we had it about 5-6 months. They're the ones that aren't signed don't go for that much. There's a ton of them out there, believe it or not. And but again, I don't know what I paid. You know, even if I broke even, sell it, move on. I don't think I paid 60. I probably paid 30 or 40. But you know.
Right. Wow.
All right. Last up for me, Gentle Giant Star Wars Return of the Jedi Bib Fortuna jumbo action figure. This is 12-inch.
Oh wow.
Sideshow did a series of these. It's one of those things that I picked up a collection of them, and at this point I have half the collection. They're $200. They're $100 to $200 just coming out of the chute, and then when they sell out, they go up for more money. So they take up a lot of space. They're very fragile. They got the plastic on there, so I'm selling these off as well. Just any newer stuff that doesn't do anything for me that takes up space. I need the money. It serves a purpose.
Well, and the other thing too is we've been in it long enough to know that can come around again at some point. You'll buy a collection of that stuff at some point and be like, oh, I do kind of like that stuff, and you'll get it all.
Right, yeah, definitely.
I mean, not nothing. There is rare stuff, but not a lot of stuff is rare.
Right.
It'll come around again.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know one thing that's rare? Well, you know one thing that's not rare, Mr. Magazine?
Well, when I eat steak, it's medium rare, so
There
I know
you go.
that's for sure.
What is, if I told you that somebody reached out to me and they had newspapers,
Okay.
what newspapers do you think that they had? What do you think?
If it's Rochester, it's going to be Democrat and Chronicle and Times Union.
Right, but what ones did they save?
Like a
Moon
Kennedy,
landing,
Kennedy, Marilyn Monroe, anything Princess Diana,
Right.
9/11,
Yep.
anything like that. Yeah.
So this is actually a very interesting item that I have up next, and I wanted to put it up just to see. It is the newspaper from the day that, from Batavia, New York, Kennedy assassination.
Okay.
However, it is the morning edition
Oh. Wow.
When-
Before
he got assassinated.
Oh, interesting.
It actually sold before the evening edition, which I also had,
Right.
which showed that he'd been
Oh yeah, it
assassinated.
mentions him down here too. Predicts a record booster.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was the morning
That is
newspaper.
I mean, you
It's-
can't do
it's rare.
yeah. What could you do differently? I mean, unless you ask more money and then you sold it
I was
this
very
year.
happy. I was
Yeah.
very, very happy selling it
Yeah.
because I listed that, and I did it kind of as an experiment. I listed this, and then I listed the afternoon edition that mentioned the assassination.
Maybe put them together and throw $100 on it.
Well,
If you want that,
yeah.
you know what I mean. Like that's the only thing.
The afternoon one is still sitting in my store.
Wow.
So
It's crazy.
when you think about it, those are pretty uncommon.
Yeah, I mean, if
The
you
early
frame them
editions
together,
are.
the guy should buy the other one. You probably get it cheaper. You'll probably take a lower offer.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was an interesting little experiment that I did there. Some people are trying to cure cancer. I'm figuring out which Kennedy things are better.
Figure out your zooming in on this properly.
This was
Oh,
listed.
oldie.
Yeah, it's an oldie. 13 years ago, when I was all about trying to get items up quickly with the camera, to the point that I didn't even give it really time to reset. I just had the next item up, and you were trying to take the picture. Terrible listing. 13 years, sold for the $17. Really should have sold for more or quicker with China. But we live and we learn. I had gotten lost in the algorithm somewhere or other for sure. After 13 years, eBay is not pushing this item. I did end up selling. And whoever bought it got a pretty good deal on it as well.
Was that Uhura from Star Trek before she, went into Star Trek?
Probably not.
No, sorry.
The True Messiah in Scripture, Light or the Unity of God, David Millard, 1837. I bring this up only because we find a lot of older books in upstate New York. And I'm going to say what Mr. Magazine always says. It doesn't look like much. They're generally beat on. They just generally are. That's just what ends up happening with them. I think I took a $115 offer on it. It's an uncommon book. It's a tougher book to find. One of those I probably paid $2 to $5 on an estate sale.
Nice.
I zoom in on the old books at the estate sale and don't worry too much about condition because, again, book's almost 200 years old. It's not generally going to be in mint condition.
Right.
Star Trek. You were talking about Star Trek.
Yeah, speaking of Star Trek.
Speaking of which, Star Trek book, a lot of 15 paperbacks. Enterprise, Chekhov, Marvel Illustrated. I think I took a $35 offer on it, free shipping. $2 a piece, before the shipping, $1.75 a piece, something rather like that.
Yeah.
Happy to have them gone because it cleans up a lot of room down in the basement on the shelf.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to have it gone there. I guess the point is Star Trek stuff is generally not particularly hot unless you're a specialty kind of dealer. Actually, this did sell to a specialty dealer, at least by his name, and he's going to do well with these, I'm sure. And years ago, I probably would have been like, oh, geez, you guys making money. Now, hey, God bless him.
Exactly. You and me both.
Bless him. I hope he makes money, and I hope he comes back and finds all the other Star Trek stuff that I have in my store, and hope he makes a mint off of that as well. 1939 World's Fair on San Francisco Bay booklet, Golden Gate International Expo. I think I took a $15 offer on this. It's one of those things that because we're over near the East Coast, we see the 1939 New York stuff regularly. All the time we see the 30s,
Sadly,
33,
it still doesn't go for it. It's a sucker band. It doesn't go for a lot. It looks great cover. Just, you took 20-something bucks for it, I'm assuming. It's not much at all for
I think I took 15, plus shipping,
85 years old, whatever. It's crazy.
Yep. But it was 33, 34, I guess, is New York. But so the New York stuff is common up here. West Coast stuff does not find its way here very often. So I get excited when I find it, and then it doesn't tend to go for that much. Athens, Pennsylvania, Pictorial Review, Flood of 1972 Hurricane Agnes, Evening Times. Mentioned it any number of times. You get any of these disaster type things, people buy them. Somebody in that town will remember it, and they want to see how the town used to look. And, my grandmother lived downtown, and that's her apartment up there. Oh, wow, imagine she would have looked out, that kind of stuff. So people love that. You can buy these for, usually you end up picking up 2, 3, 4 of them in a pile because whoever bought them had multiples of them.
Yeah.
And then you can just end up selling them off, but nobody puts a lot of value on it.
I like the Coke sign in the background, the Billiards Coke, and then the Datsun. Is it? Oh, no, is it? Datsun. DATSU.
Yeah.
Dealership. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's neat looking, and I think I even went in there and I think I put a couple of other cool pictures up. Well, not cool for the people that were there, but look at that one there. Have a Pepsi and all that. Yeah, great views in there as well. Bambino the Clown, hardcover by George Schreiber, 1947. Great cover. Just a great cover on that over there. I did take the $24 offer on it. Does not have a jacket on it. With a jacket, of course, is worth more. Can't really argue with a sale like that, though, but great illustrations on that as well.
Definitely.
So, very cool looking item right over there. And the last item, SS United States First Class Passenger List, April 26, 1960. Ended up going overseas. Somebody obviously was a big collector of the ship overseas. Do a little research on that ship, though. It had a lot of issues in its time. So do a little research on that. I guess it's been in the news a few times as well. But quite happy with that. My thought, I've never been on a cruise. I know Mr. Magazine has. They call him Mr. Cruise, as a matter of fact.
4 days of my entire life, 52 years, 4 days I was on a cruise. Maybe 5.
They call him Isaac because he's walking around doing this to people. Yeah. But I would think that probably the first class passenger list was probably only available to first class passengers. I would think, because there weren't any other passengers in there. Which then, of course, means that this is going to be more difficult to find to start with because there are fewer first class passengers.
Right.
And, secondly, and I'm making the numbers up, but say there were 100 first class passengers and 500 cattle class passengers. these people are going to be spending more money on it, and so there's fewer of them to start with, and what are the odds that they're going to save it and it's going to find its way into people's collections and all that, because your typical estate sale is not going to have this at it.
You got this from your dad. Papagoy was in this list here.
No. He was actually on the stowaway passenger list.
When he was sweeping the deck.
No, he actually sneaked in.
There you go.
All right, if you could hit the like button if you could, and we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.